Today, we're going to be talking about how to have a more self care. Now, I want you to consider for a second what falls under self care. Because oftentimes, when our brain tells us, like, okay, we need more self care, it wants to think about things that are maybe bigger or maybe things that we do some of the time instead of these little small things that really matter throughout the day. So, it might be thinking like going to the spa, it might be thinking like having an entire day off, it might be thinking about having like a bubble bath for like several hours, like whatever it is. I want you to think about what are all the ways that you could be taking care of yourself. Because when you start to see all of these different ways, you start to give yourself more opportunities to take care of yourself. So, some of the things that I like to do to take care of myself is actually simple things like drinking water, spending time journaling. I like to exercise or just move around, take some deep breaths, do a meditation, or do some breath work. And I also want you to think about these things that happen in your mind that could be self care, like letting go of a worry, having your own back, telling yourself that you're proud of yourself, processing and sitting with an emotion. Like, what are some things that you can think about or not think about to allow yourself to have some more of that self care? You can also look at it in the things that you say you're going to do or the things that you decided to do or tell yourself that you should do. It can be like, okay, I'm going to remove some things off my list. I'm going to decide to push some things out, or I'm going to decide to expect myself to do these things instead of expecting myself to do all of these things. So, really, just give yourself this opportunity today to actually spend some time thinking about what are all the ways that I can take care of myself, and then just start bringing those in throughout the day. And then I also want you to ask yourself, how are you already taking care of yourself? Like, think about like the last couple hours. How have you already been showing up for yourself? Because it's one thing to like take care of yourself, but it's also another thing to acknowledge that you did it instead of just letting it be this thing that just happens. Like, I can drink water and I can just move on, or I can drink water and I can think about how I'm taking care of myself and becoming the person that takes care of herself and views herself that way. So spend some time thinking about those two things, thinking about how you can take care of yourself and also thinking about the ways that you already have. Do you want to spend less time and energy going after your goals? Then you're going to want to take the right actions. And the way that you take the right actions is by not letting your brain pull you around to all these other things just so it can avoid doing the thing that needs to be done. So, if you want to understand how to work with your brain so that you can take action so much easier, then go to successbykayla.com to get instant access to the free video, Why You Aren't Taking Action.